and Tommy Tuberville, a great coach. You know, his quarterback was named Mahomes. He was a great college coach. And I said, how good was he? He said, you don't want to know how good. He made me into a great coach. He's pretty good quarterback, right? Yeah, he was very good. He's a good guy, too.
You know, Donald Trump getting some dates mixed up and maybe thinking that Patrick Mahomes and Tommy Tuberville were on the same team at the same time doesn't mean anything to me. That part could actually happen to anyone. The part I want to focus on is the fact that he fabricates an entire lie of a conversation that he and Tommy Tuberville had. So either Tommy Tuberville lied to him and said, oh yeah, I coached Patrick Mahomes and oh, he was a hell of a quarterback. He made me look good. Or none of that shit ever happened and Donald Trump just made it up. And actually, you can tell Donald Trump made it up because when he looked down, probably in Tommy Tuberville's direction, Tommy Tuberville was probably sitting there like, we didn't know. But Donald Trump makes shit up all the time. And people in his circle don't even know what he's going to do or say at any given time. And you can tell this by the fact that his press secretary is even saying it. She was asked a question, basically thrown a softball by some reporter from OAN or Newsmax, basically saying, yeah, Donald Trump did all these things for California. Tell us about it. And the answer that she gives tells us she doesn't know what the hell Donald Trump's next moves are going to be. And she's up there just, for the most part, looking unprepared because she doesn't know what's going on. It's not like Donald Trump gives her like talking points or gives her a memo saying, hey, these are some of the things I'm going to do. She has absolutely no idea, and she articulates to the crowd, and I would almost guarantee you she got in trouble after saying this.
Caroline, thank you so much. The Daily Guidance says that the president will be meeting with a pair of governors today, Governor Abbott of Texas and Governor Newsom of California. It comes after the president took executive action to turn the water back on in California. Billions of gallons are flowing now. What can you tell us about the two meetings and the importance of President Trump's actions to help people in California?
Sure. Those meetings will be taking place shortly, so I will get out of here to get to those meetings. We can always provide you a readout, as we always do. We try to be very transparent about what the president is doing in the Oval Office. Perhaps he'll even call you in to join him. We never know around here, as you all know.
We never know what the hell Donald Trump's going to do. He might invite you guys into the Oval Office. He might not. We might invade Gaza. We might not. We might have tariffs. We might not. We might lower your grocery prices. We might not. We don't know what the hell this guy is going to do. And this is why Caroline Leavitt is stuck up there so many times looking so flustered and unprepared because Donald Trump doesn't even know what his next move is. So it's not like there's a memo or talking points given to her. She's just up there spitballing because no one has any idea what Donald Trump is ever going to do. Not even him. And it's not just her. Republicans, Mike Johnson and others, were walking out of a meeting recently, and they were all asked, hey, what do you guys think of Donald Trump saying America's going to take over Gaza? Their answers tell you they had no idea this was the move, but they're trying to defend it the best way they can. But the last person, what she says is basically, listen, we're all on this ride too. We don't know what the hell Donald Trump's going to do. We're just riding just like you guys are.
Do you support President Trump's plan on Gaza?
Yeah, we're trying to get the details of it, but I think this is a good development. We have to back Israel 100%, and so whatever form that takes, we're interested in having that discussion. But it was a surprising development, but I think it's one that we'll applaud. So.
We're not talking about sending troops in Gaza. We're talking about saying that all options are always on the table, and it's nonsensical for America to ever go out there and telegraph that we will or we absolutely will not do something.
He is throwing everything in the kitchen sink out there. And what I remind everybody is it is going to take unconventional wisdom to get us out of this mess that we're in. So stay tuned because I think there's a lot more coming.
Stay tuned because I think there's a lot more coming. The joke is on all of us. The joke is on every single American who now has to find out how bad we fucked around. And it's crazy because she said, stay tuned. Because, there might be more coming. But she also said it's going to take unconventional thinking. That's what we're calling it. That's what we're trying to frame this as. Unconventional. But Pete Hegseth, another person who's in Donald Trump's circle, who obviously doesn't know what he's going to do next either, he's not calling it unconventional. He's calling it out of the box thinking. What Donald Trump is doing is so out of the box. The smartest people in the world, the dumbest people in the world, the people with the most critical thinking skills and common sense, none of us, not one of us, knows what this guy is going to do next.
Are on the table because we're not going to lay out exactly what we would or would not do in this particular context. This is an outside the box thinker who understands, Laura, the definition of insanity, which is trying to do the same thing and hoping for a different result.
And the worst part is watching these Republicans try and pretend that every single decision Donald Trump makes is genius. You voted for this. And when I say that, I'm talking to the MAGAs and the Republicans. And that's why I tell you guys, go to leftlaughs.com. Get the shirt that says you voted for this. Wear it out in public. So when people see you, they know you're talking about them. I live in a pretty conservative part of California, and I can't wait to get my shirt in the mail because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go into public and I'm going to wear that shirt. So when people are buying their eggs and buying their groceries and buying their gas, they're going to know you voted for this. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.